Hello and welcome. Today we're playing a full run of Sea of Survivors. I like this game. Some people had actually mentioned that they'd like to see full runs of games as well as the sort of introduction videos that I normally do, so I figure we'll give it a try. Mostly we're just going to be going for cash because I'm still only about halfway through the tree here, so let's get moving. Alright. So since I'm farming, I'm going to take this. Normally I like to experiment with like other weapon setups, but I know this one works really well. And since we have the extra projectiles, we come out and we have 3. So it usually takes like, at the beginning, if I remember correctly, like 2 hits before it'll kill. Yeah. So the beginning will be a little bit slower than if I was using something like a cannons. Actually, I haven't played with cannons in a while. Gotta get the ram prow. Gotta get this one, the ram prow. And I think probably whirlwinds will be the hopeful way we go. I guess it depends on what the game gives us too, so. Alright. We need... we don't really need any of that. But we don't have any crit yet, but we will be going with some crit, so we'll get there. It'll all be good. Some of the probably my only problem with this game is it's a little bit of a slow start. Like the first, unless you get lucky, probably the first like 5 to 10 runs, I would say, are probably not gonna pay you a lot because you'll die pretty fast without some of the upgrades, and some weapons are really like night and day differences when you have upgrades and you don't. Okay, that'll help us out. Let's get that. We have critical hit chance. Okay, we'll go chance because we're gonna bridge these 2 right across here, so we're gonna go chance because that's gonna mean it gets full upgrades. So that's probably the one of the things I really like about this game is that sort of layer of strategy to where are you putting things, because there's like a couple of spots on the board that are real key to being able to get some cool stuff done. And when we get the next level up, I'll show you what I mean. I'll explain what I mean. Probably won't be able to show you for a number of levels and sort of if we get one specific item kind of thing, but it also is just a general good setup to pay attention to. And it's how it's arranged. Okay, so let's see what we got here for a second. More critical hit damage. We will probably grab armor first. Okay, so these 3 cells here, technically you could say these as well, but honestly these 3 cells are your like most important because you want to have a set of these that go around 1. There's a item you can get from boss chests that will basically double the effect of everything around it. So I keep this center. I tend to keep this center spot open unless I get that. Once I get that, then I'll have it. And I'll build everything around in these spots to be the things that I want the biggest bonus of. So like if I wanted to do crit, if I put a crit slot here, it could easily get me 40-50% of my crit that I need, and then I only need like 1 or 2 more. And so it becomes really good to have certain things in these areas. None of these things, but some things. Alright, let's go with some armor here. Like I said, we're going to bridge this so that we get across here. And this one gets shorted 1. This one gets shorted a couple. So like if you have things that aren't affected by it, and they'll show you later on, these are great slots for those. This one gets shorted a little bit, again, because there's nothing here and here. So you have these 3 slots and these 3 slots that do not have as big of connections as the other ones. And that, again, like I said, it makes a difference in how you arrange stuff, because each of the items that you're placing, so you'll notice this is tethered and all the words over here, and basically the idea is that how many of these connections is it powers up. So for this, when we're going with critical hit chance is 5%. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if you can double that, you're already at 60, and then you only need 1 more. But if you put it in a slot like this, you're only getting 15 at maximum. So, yeah, like I said, just there's some strategy to it, and you do want to pay attention to that. But we're just kind of doing farming run. So, critical hit chance, again, yeah, we will. But first, we are going to go with that. Because that's going to make our anchors spin faster. Spinning faster means that they can kill people easier. We're already getting decent crit hits, though, so that's pretty nice. Now, the money does not affect your level ups. It only affects your out of meta upgrades, so out of run. Ooh, get a drink here. Oh, perfect. So I want the RAM. Absolutely, because I find the RAM to be almost a necessity. But here's one of those things that I was saying, like, I want certain things doubled. Well, here's one of those things I want doubled. This gives me another shot, basically. So in the case of our anchors, we now have 4, which is awesome. And when we get the reverse ones, it'll be 4 going in the reverse direction. Huge power for these anchors. Also, for the cannons, if you have the cannons are really bad until you get like 2 or 3 shots. All right, let's see. Okay, so now what we're doing here is we're going to build a chain over to this side because we want to make sure that everything's connected everywhere. We're going to do it through this path, so we want to know what we're going to want to place things that we know we want doubled effects on. In that case, as I was saying earlier, critical hit chance, I know I'm going to get the full value. Alright, this is going very well. I've never taken that. Someday I will. Today will not be that day. Speed. I don't like the increased spread. That's just me though. So we'll go speed, but I don't want it doubled, so we're going to have to go up an extra spot here. Because I'd rather certain things be doubled, like is it like the projectile volume number, crit chance, things that I can reduce the amount of spots needed. So damage, on the other hand, we could definitely go with a 1 damage that's just reversed, because we gotta basically double the damage on that before it can one-shot most of these boats. And once you get the hey, there's a boss. The nice part about these anchors is that you can just kind of stay beside him, and eventually he will pop like the loot pinata that he is. There we go. Alright. Oh, that's a tough one. But since I want cannons and I want the ram, so what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and that's going to double up. So now we have 8. And we're just kind of running around like a little lawnmower through the ocean. Alright, see? It's already starting to get there. Turning speed, we will grab some in a little bit. Actually, we could grab that right there. Yeah, let's grab that. Turn speed. Just turn speed helps you. The farther you go in the game, the more turn speed helps you out, because you'll eventually start kind of spinning around stuff. Lights enemies on fire. Increases the fire rate for missing health. Okay, so here we're going to grab this. But since it doesn't get anything from connections, then we know we can put it here, because we're not losing much. We're not losing anything, really, because since it's not going to get those bonuses, we can use those slots with the minimum connections to make those work for us without costing us too much in the overall game. There we go. Cannons. Give me your cannons. Alright, so now we've got 4. So if you look at it, like, okay, now we're playing with power. The problem, of course, is that we don't have our ram yet, and because of the way the boats kind of often pin you into a small area, the ram is super good to just like kind of always grab, because it allows you to bump through people. So if you get stuck with a full group surrounding you, it is A, bad news, and B, one of those places where having the ram is just amazing, because you can basically bounce your way out. It's like, oh, I'll just run right through here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Alright. Life. Critical hit damage. We are going to want some life eventually, but right now, I think critical hit damage will probably work better for us since we're already at 45%. So we're going to be doing a lot of crits. And again, that 1 is going to get doubled, and as soon as it gets doubled, we don't need any more crit chance, so we can build damage and crit damage and speed and any of the other things that we want. Since we're very much ahead on damage, too. Like, I rarely have this much damage at this point. Probably the best part is, though, just as soon as we can get the RAM, because that will help us out a lot. It will keep us safe. You do take a lot of hits in this game, like even small ones. So anything that's gonna heal you up, this will speed up. This is going to. We're gonna grab. We're gonna grab straight damage to one of those things. There we go. Yeah, like having this substantial amount of crit at this early in the game, crit chance at this early in the game, and having everything kind of plotted out already is nice, because that means we get to focus on all the other stats. And oh my gosh, please let me get the RAM. I'm just narrowly making it through here. One of the things I like about this game, and kind of changes the feel, is because it's got that sort of the system for steering is sort of a mouse follow with some weight behind it. Like you're a boat, you're going to take a little bit to turn, and I really like that because it does make it more challenging to do stuff. It also means you kind of want to take steering occasionally. All right, now I think if we double a fire rate, that should be a good one to double. Although that would also probably mean that I want to maybe take the barrel for the last weapon if I get that far. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so lucky. It just died a fraction of a second before coming in there. Okay, let's speed things up a little bit. Swing. Alright. That'll protect us a little bit because the speed up will kind of kill all the swimmers and stuff, and all the light work really fast. So we're still good. Still hoping for that RAM real soon. It's hard to get a oh, see, we're not gonna take that. We already got one of those working for us, so damage. Let's go over here. Alright. Yeah, it is kind of hard to survive without that RAM because so many things are just, you know, there's so many times where you're going to get like, okay, you can, if you're focusing on survival, it's easier. If you want to pick up any of your loot, which is the opportunity cost, of course, like focusing on survival is going to be easy in almost any of these types of games, but the opportunity cost of loot in this game is pretty high. Bounces? We do have one bounce already, but we could get more bounces. We could also increase the projectile amount one more time. More better projectiles. It's too bad the RAM crowd doesn't benefit from that. It has a lot of those things. Oh, no. Ooh, it is like a security system now. Look at how close those guys got, and yeah, we still got it. Alright. We may have actually finally got... Oh, no. That... They are all explosive. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Tight corner. Okay. Yeah, you gotta do some... I like that they come in patterns. Even if the pattern kind of... is difficult. Later, though, like... towards the end of the run, there's patterns, but there's so many of them going at any given time. Oh, that's it. Ooh, we might not make it too much farther than this if I don't get that ram prow soon. Or sorry, it's not a ram prow. It's a ram on the prow. Feels like an academic difference, but we deleted it. That was funny. Oh, here's a great one. We're gonna do that. This one's really good because it's gonna add like a bunch of damage every time we go up. All right. In fact, there's our first one. We just went up. Cooldown reduction, or damage, or armor, so we can stay alive easier. I am getting my booty kicked, so Let's go. Oh, we already have an armor. Probably doesn't hurt to have two. Let's go there. Oh, game. Alright, this isn't too bad. We got a decent amount of money. Like I said at the beginning, in the beginning, this one's got a little bit of a rough start. It is a demo too, so I mean, it's not like this is even close to how it's going to be at the final game. I'm sure he'll have all that. He's probably even got all, like, his internal builds probably have all of this stuff, like, worked out. But yeah, like, right at the beginning, you just kind of have to have patience for those first couple levels. Some of the things like the cannon, where you're shooting one bullet at the beginning, it's just like, oh man, that's rough. But once you get the extra projectiles, maybe a little bit of turn speed or armor, then you start getting times where you're pulling in probably 1,000 or so. And then as you start getting past those moments, you start getting to where you're pulling in a couple of thousand every run that goes pretty okay. It speeds up dramatically, so you don't have to worry too much. Do we have any speed going on here? We could use some speed. Let's get some speed in here. Hopefully we'll get the double item. I haven't got it in like probably the last 2 runs, so I think it might have been made slightly more rare. It was pretty common before. Like, I would get it every run. And it's probably the most high value, like, really the highest value item you could get, honestly. And that's probably put it a little bit on the unrealistic side of how important it would be, because being able to double anything, especially things that don't already double, like the projectile amounts and stuff like that, they don't benefit from being next to anything other than that one item. We got 2 armor going. We could always go with projectile speed again. That's not bad for us because it increases the speed of our anchors as well, so they spin around faster. Man. Oh! That was so dumb of me. Well, after that spectacular ending, I guess this is where we're going to leave it off. Alright, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you'll come back for the next one. And if you want to help the channel out, like, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. And I will be back with more content Saturday at the latest. Saturday? Somewhere around there. I got a torn bicep, so we'll figure it out. Saturday-ish. Have a great day.